If you found yourself here, know that it's not by accident. There's a reason you've been guided to this message today, and it's because your spirit is ready for what's about to be revealed. The life you've been living, the challenges you've faced, and the doubts that have haunted you, they've all been part of a larger plan. But that plan is shifting, and the energy around you is changing. You're stepping into a phase that will shake the very foundation of those who once underestimated you, tried to harm you, or doubted your purpose. Their nightmare is only beginning. For too long, there have been those who believed they could act without consequence. They thrived on manipulation, deceit, and selfish ambition, thinking they were untouchable. They spoke against you, sabotaged your progress, and did everything in their power to dim your light. But karma doesn't forget. The universe has been silently keeping track, and the storm they tried to send your way is about to be mirrored back to them with greater force than they could have imagined. Their lies, betrayal, and ill intentions will no longer remain hidden. What was done in the dark will be exposed under the blinding light of truth. But here's what's important for you to understand. You don't need to lift a finger. You don't need to seek revenge or even concern yourself with what's coming their way. The universe has already taken care of it. Your only responsibility is to rise, to continue walking in your purpose, and to let your success be your greatest response. The pain they tried to cause you will pale in comparison to the chaos they'll soon face. The very energy they used to try and break you will be their undoing. You've likely wondered why certain people are so threatened by you, why your presence alone seems to trigger their insecurities. It's because you carry something they can't comprehend, a light, a power, a peace that challenges everything they lack within themselves. Your confidence, your ability to stay grounded despite the chaos, and your refusal to be broken by their schemes. It terrifies them. Your light forces them to confront their own darkness, and instead of healing themselves, they lash out, hoping to bring you down to their level. But what they don't realize is that the more they try to dim your light, the brighter you shine. Your resilience is your greatest armor, and it's something they can't take away from you. Every time they throw negativity your way, it's deflected by the divine shield surrounding you. This shield isn't just a concept, it's a reality. It's a protective energy that grows stronger with your faith, your purpose, and your commitment to staying true to who you are. No matter how many times they try, they cannot touch the essence of your spirit. You've been chosen, and being chosen comes with both responsibility and protection. The forces working in your favor are far greater than the ones working against you. For every attack they send your way, the universe fortifies your defenses, ensuring that you're not only protected, but that you thrive in the face of adversity. Their attempts to harm you are merely reminders of your significance. If you weren't destined for something great, they wouldn't be so focused on trying to stop you. But here's where it gets even more powerful. The very people who are trying to block your blessings are unknowingly accelerating your growth. Their negativity is serving as fuel for your spiritual evolution, pushing you to rise higher, to become stronger, and to gain clarity on who you are and what you're meant to do. They think they're stopping you, but in reality, they're setting you up for a breakthrough. Every obstacle they place in your path becomes a stepping stone toward your destiny. And as you grow, you'll begin to see through the illusions they've created, their manipulation, their deceit, and their attempts to gaslight you will lose their power. You'll recognize their tactics for what they are: desperate attempts to maintain control over a situation they've already lost. The more you grow spiritually, the less their actions will affect you. What once caused you pain will now feel like a distant whisper, a reminder of a version of yourself that you've outgrown. The Jezebel spirit, a force driven by envy and control, often operates through people who seem harmless at first. They charm, they gain your trust, and then they use that trust to try and weaken your foundation. But the more you trust your intuition, the easier it becomes to spot them before they can do any real damage. Your spiritual awareness is your greatest defense, and as it grows, you'll naturally distance yourself from anyone who doesn't align with your higher purpose. You don't need to confront them or prove them wrong. The universe will do that for you. Their deceit will be exposed, their plans will unravel, and the very traps they set for you will be the ones they fall into. What they've sown, and зрение они будут жать. But your focus should remain on your journey, on your growth, and on the path ahead. Let karma handle the rest. And trust me, karma is always at work. It may not be immediate, but it is inevitable. The people who have tried to harm you may seem like they're getting away with it, but their time is coming. The universe is patient, and it delivers justice at the perfect moment, when they least expect it, and when it will have the most profound impact. While they're busy plotting, the universe is orchestrating a series of events that will leave them facing the consequences of their actions. But you, chosen one, don't need to witness their downfall to find peace. You don't need to wait for karma to catch up to them to feel vindicated. Your peace comes from knowing that you're protected, that you're guided, and that no amount of negativity can derail you from your purpose. Your success is the ultimate response, and your growth is the proof that their efforts have failed. Keep walking in your light. Keep believing in your worth, and keep trusting that every setback, every challenge, and every obstacle is part of the divine plan to lead you to your highest potential. The people who tried to tear you down will be left in the shadows of their own making, while you rise higher and shine brighter than ever before. You don't need to fight them. Your success, your peace, and your unwavering faith will do all the talking. This is just the beginning of your rise. The universe has so much more in store for you, and no force on earth can stop what's destined for you. So, walk boldly, chosen one, and know that you are protected, guided, and loved. What's coming is greater than what you've left behind, and the people who doubted you will soon witness the very thing they tried to prevent: your unstoppable rise. As you continue on this path, you may start to notice the shift happening around you. People who once seemed supportive may reveal their true colors, and situations that felt secure may begin to change. Don't be alarmed by this. It's all part of the process. The universe is clearing your path, removing anyone and anything that no longer aligns with your purpose. This isn't a loss, it's a blessing. What you're experiencing isn't rejection, it's redirection. You're being guided to something far greater, and those who can't handle your growth are simply being left behind. It can be difficult to let go of people you once trusted, especially when their betrayal comes as a shock. But remember, not everyone is meant to go with you to the next level. Some people were only meant to be part of your journey for a season, and that season has served its purpose. Their departure isn't a reflection of your worth. It's a reflection of the growth you've experienced. You've outgrown relationships that were rooted in comfort but lacked true alignment. The betrayal you faced may feel like a wound now, but it's actually a lesson in disguise. It's teaching you to trust yourself, to recognize the warning signs, and to value your intuition. When someone shows you who they truly are, believe them the first time. Don't hold on to the potential of what they could be or the memories of who they once were. The universe is showing you the truth for a reason, and ignoring it will only delay your progress. Forgiveness doesn't mean allowing them back into your life. Forgiveness is for you. It's the act of releasing the burden of anger and resentment so you can move forward without the weight of the past holding you back. When you forgive, you're not excusing their behavior. You're choosing to free yourself from the emotional chains they tried to place on you. And as you let go, you create space for new blessings to enter your life. The people who betrayed you didn't break you. They strengthened you. What they intended for harm, the universe is using for your good. Every time they doubted you, every time they spoke ill of you, and every time they tried to block your progress, they were unknowingly pushing you closer to your breakthrough. Their negativity became your fuel. Their rejection became your motivation, and their betrayal became your lesson. Without them, you wouldn't be the person you are today, stronger, wiser, and more resilient than ever. The energy you carry now is different. You've stepped into a version of yourself that no longer tolerates what you once did. You've set boundaries, and you've learned that saying no is an act of self-love. The people who were used to you bending over backward to accommodate them are now uncomfortable with your growth. They'll accuse you of changing, and they'll try to guilt you into returning to the version of yourself that they could control. But you're not the same person you were before, and you don't owe them an explanation for your evolution. Let them talk. Let them misunderstand you. Their perception of you is not your reality. As you rise, the noise around you may get louder, but it's only because they see you moving towards something they can't touch. The same people who are gossiping about you now will one day be asking you how you did it. But by then, their words won't matter, because you'll be too busy living the life they thought you couldn't achieve. What's happening now is the universe's way of creating balance. The scales are tipping, and the energy they sent your way is returning to them. This isn't about revenge, it's about justice. The universe operates on laws of balance and reciprocity, and no action goes unnoticed. What they've put out will come back to them, multiplied. But you don't need to concern yourself with how or when. Trust that the universe knows exactly how to handle them. Your focus should remain on your journey, on the blessings that are making their way to you, and on the growth you're experiencing. The people who tried to block your blessings didn't realize that they were only delaying themselves. The energy they wasted trying to sabotage you could have been used to improve their own lives, but instead, they chose to dwell in negativity. And now, they'll have to face the consequences of that choice. Meanwhile, you'll be walking into a season of abundance. The doors that once seemed closed will begin to open, not because of luck, but because of the work you've done and the faith you've maintained. The opportunities you thought you missed weren't lost. They were being prepared for you at the right time. The delays you experienced weren't denials. They were divine timing. The universe was aligning everything perfectly, so that when your blessings arrived, you'd be ready to receive them. You see, the universe doesn't give you what you want when you're not ready for it. It gives you what you're prepared to handle. The challenges you faced were preparing you for the blessings you're about to receive. Without those challenges, you wouldn't have the strength, the wisdom, or the resilience to sustain the success coming your way. You've been in a season of preparation, and now you're entering a season of manifestation. But don't forget the lessons you've learned along the way. Success can be a powerful force, but it's your humility that will keep you grounded. The same faith that carried you through the hard times will carry you through the good times. Stay connected to your purpose and don't be distracted by temporary rewards. The people who doubted you may try to re-enter your life, claiming they always believed in you. But be discerning. Not everyone deserves a seat at your table, especially those who tried to flip it over when you were building it. Your circle will change, but that's not a bad thing. The people who truly support you will rise with you, and those who don't will fall away naturally. Let them go without bitterness. Their departure is making room for those who are meant to be part of your next chapter. People who will celebrate your success without envy, who will uplift you without expecting anything in return, and who will support you through both victories and challenges. As you continue to rise, you'll notice that your intuition becomes sharper. You'll be able to sense when something or someone isn't aligned with your purpose, and you'll trust yourself enough to walk away. This is one of the greatest gifts of growth. The ability to trust your inner guidance without seeking external validation. You've learned that your intuition is your compass, and it will never lead you astray. Your success isn't just about proving your doubters wrong. It's about fulfilling your destiny. The universe didn't bring you this far just to leave you here. There's more ahead, more growth, more blessings, and more impact to be made. The people who doubted you were simply part of the process, and now they're part of the past. Your future is filled with possibilities that they can't touch, and that's what makes your journey so powerful. So keep going, keep believing, keep trusting that everything is working out in your favor, even when it doesn't seem like it. The universe is on your side, and your time is now. The people who tried to stop you will soon realize that their efforts were in vain, and you'll be too busy living your purpose to care. You've already won. You just have to step into the victory that's waiting for you. You may not realize it yet, but you are a living testament to resilience. What you've overcome, what you've endured, and the strength you've built have all been quietly molding you into the person you're destined to become. The people who doubted you underestimated one crucial thing: your ability to rise no matter how many times you were pushed down. They thought their actions would break you, but instead, they made you unbreakable. What they didn't know is that the universe was using their negativity as fuel for your transformation. Each betrayal, each setback, and each rejection became a stepping stone. The tears you cried weren't wasted. They watered the soil of your growth. The nights when you questioned your worth, when you prayed for a sign, when you felt like giving up, were all part of the divine plan to strengthen you. You didn't just survive those moments, you thrived because of them. And now, you're on the brink of a breakthrough that will leave your doubters stunned. The universe rewards persistence, and you've proven time and time again that you're willing to keep going. even when the odds were stacked against you. The storms you've weathered weren't meant to destroy you. They were meant to reveal your power. And now that you've tapped into that power, there's no going back. The version of yourself that once settled for less, that once tolerated mistreatment, and that once doubted their worth is gone. You've stepped into a version of yourself that knows their value, and that's a version no one can take away. As you rise, you'll begin to notice the energy around you shifting. The same people who once ignored you will suddenly be paying attention. They'll wonder how you managed to succeed despite their efforts to hold you back. But they won't see the hours you spent working in silence, the prayers you whispered when no one was watching, or the inner battles you fought to keep going. They'll only see the results, and those results will speak louder than any words ever could. This isn't about proving them wrong. It's about proving yourself right. You always knew, deep down, that you were meant for more. Even when doubt clouded your mind, there was a voice inside you that refused to be silenced. That voice is your intuition, your connection to the divine, and it's been guiding you all along. The more you trust it, the more it will lead you to the opportunities, people, and situations that align with your purpose. The beauty of this journey is that you don't have to chase what's meant for you. What's destined for you will find you when you're ready. Your job isn't to force things into place. It's to stay aligned with your vision and take inspired action. The universe will take care of the rest. Doors will open that you didn't even know existed, and opportunities will come your way that you couldn't have planned for. But you have to be ready to walk through those doors without hesitation. Fear will try to creep back in, telling you that you're not ready, that you don't have what it takes, or that you're bound to fail. But fear is just a reminder that you're stepping outside of your comfort zone, and that's exactly where growth happens. You don't have to be fearless. You just have to be willing to move forward despite the fear. Each time you do, you'll realize that the fear wasn't as powerful as you thought. It only had power because you gave it power. And now, you're reclaiming that power for yourself. The people who doubted you will soon be asking for your advice, your guidance, and your help. Some of them will come with genuine intentions, while others will come out of envy or regret. Be discerning. You've grown too much to allow the same people who doubted you to have access to your energy without proving that they've changed. Forgiveness is one thing, but boundaries are another. You can forgive without giving someone the same access they once had. Protect your peace, because your peace is what has allowed you to grow into the person you are today. Success isn't just about achieving your goals. It's about maintaining the mindset that got you there. The people who succeed long-term are the ones who stay grounded, who remember their purpose, and who continue to grow even after they've achieved their initial goals. Don't let success make you complacent. Use it as a stepping stone to reach even greater heights. There's always another level, another opportunity, and another way to make an impact. Your journey isn't just about you. It's about the people you're inspiring along the way. You may not realize it, but there are people watching you, drawing strength from your resilience and believing in themselves because of your example. Your story is a testament to what's possible when you refuse to give up. And your success will be a reminder to others that they, too, can overcome whatever challenges they're facing. But as you inspire others, remember to stay humble. Humility isn't about downplaying your accomplishments. It's about recognizing that your success is a combination of your hard work, your faith, and the divine guidance you've received. Give credit where credit is due, and stay connected to the source of your strength. The same faith that carried you through the storms will carry you through the victories. As you continue to grow, the universe will present you with opportunities to give back. Whether it's through sharing your story, mentoring someone who's just starting their journey, or contributing to causes that align with your values, you'll find that the greatest fulfillment comes from making a difference. Your success isn't just about material gain. It's about creating a legacy that will outlive you, a legacy of resilience, generosity, and purpose. And as you build this legacy, you'll realize that the people who doubted you were never the real obstacle. The only obstacle was your own belief in what was possible. Once you overcame that, everything else began to fall into place. The external challenges you faced were simply reflections of the internal doubts you were overcoming. But now that those doubts have been replaced with belief, nothing can stop you. Your journey has been filled with twists and turns, but every step has led you to this moment. You've grown in ways you couldn't have imagined, and you've proven to yourself that you're capable of achieving more than you thought possible. The people who doubted you were wrong, but you don't need their apology or their acknowledgement. You've already won, and their opinions no longer hold any weight in your life. Keep moving forward with confidence, knowing that the best is yet to come. The people who tried to stop you are watching from the sidelines, and their nightmare isn't just that you've succeeded, it's that you're only getting started. What they tried to prevent is now unfolding before their eyes, and there's nothing they can do to stop it. But you don't need to look back. Your focus is on what lies ahead, and the future is brighter than you can imagine. The life you're stepping into is one of abundance, fulfillment, and purpose. Everything you've gone through has been leading you here, and the people who doubted you, who plotted against you, and who tried to dim your light are going to witness something they never expected: your unstoppable rise. They thought they could bury you, but they didn't realize that you were a seed. And now you're blooming into something magnificent, something they can't control or ignore. But don't let their reactions distract you. Their opinions, their regrets, and their attempts to re-enter your life are not your concern. The only thing that matters is that you stay true to yourself and your purpose. You've come too far to allow anyone to pull you back into the version of yourself that you've outgrown. Your growth is sacred, and it deserves to be protected. Not everyone can handle the new version of you, and that's okay. Let them stay in the past while you keep moving forward. The opportunities that are coming your way will be unlike anything you've experienced before. Doors that were once closed will open effortlessly. The connections you need will find you, and the resources you've been searching for will appear. But these blessings aren't random. They're the result of the faith you've maintained and the work you've put in. The universe is rewarding you for your persistence, for your resilience, and for your unwavering belief in something greater than yourself. You may be tempted to downplay your success, to dim your light so that others feel more comfortable. But don't. You've earned every bit of the success that's coming your way, and you have no reason to hide it. Celebrate your victories, not out of arrogance, but out of gratitude. The people who truly support you will celebrate with you, and those who don't were never meant to be part of your journey. There's a powerful shift happening in your life right now. The energy you're radiating is magnetic, and it's attracting abundance, love, and opportunities that align with your purpose. But with this shift comes a responsibility to remain humble, to stay grounded, and to use your success to uplift others. The universe didn't bless you just so you could sit on top of a mountain alone. It blessed you so that you could reach down and help others climb alongside you. As you rise, you'll realize that the best revenge isn't proving your doubters wrong. It's living a life so fulfilled, so aligned with your purpose, that their opinions no longer matter. The people who doubted you will have to sit with the realization that their attempts to block your blessings only made you stronger. But you won't be looking back to see their reactions. You'll be too focused on the life you're building, the impact you're making, and the joy you're experiencing. There will be moments when the magnitude of your blessings takes you by surprise, when you pause and wonder how everything fell into place so perfectly. But that's the beauty of faith and persistence. When you trust the process and refuse to give up, the universe rewards you in ways that exceed your expectations. The things you once prayed for will become your reality, and you'll look back and realize that every delay, every setback, and every challenge was worth it. But even as you bask in the glow of your success, remember that the journey isn't over. Success is not a final destination. It's a continuous journey of growth, learning, and evolution. As you achieve your goals, new ones will emerge, and with them, new challenges and opportunities for growth. The same resilience that carried you through your struggles will carry you through your victories. The same faith that sustained you in the darkness will guide you in the light. And as you continue to grow, don't forget to give back. Share your story, not just the highlights, but the struggles, the doubts, and the lessons. Be a source of inspiration for those who are still in the middle of their battles, who need to see that it's possible to overcome even the darkest moments. Your story has power, and by sharing it, you'll create a ripple effect that touches lives in ways you can't even imagine. The people who doubted you, who betrayed you, and who tried to block your blessings will be left wondering how they got it so wrong. But you don't need their validation. You've already proven to yourself that you're capable of achieving greatness, and that's all the validation you need. Their attempts to hurt you have backfired, and now they're watching as the very person they tried to stop becomes everything they feared you would be. But don't let bitterness take root in your heart. You've grown too much to allow anger or resentment to hold you back. Forgive them, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Let go of the pain they caused and focus on the joy of living a life that they can't touch. Your success isn't just about what you've achieved. It's about who you've become along the way. And who you've become is someone unstoppable, unshakable, and untouchable. As you continue to rise, the universe will keep aligning people, opportunities, and experiences that support your growth. Trust your intuition. Listen to the guidance within you, and don't be afraid to take risks. You've already overcome the hardest parts of your journey, and what lies ahead is a path filled with possibilities. The people who doubted you will see your success, but more importantly, you'll feel it. You'll wake up each day knowing that you've created a life worth living, a life filled with purpose and abundance. This is your time. The struggles you faced are behind you, and the best is yet to come. Keep moving forward. Keep believing in yourself, and keep trusting that the universe is on your side. The people who tried to stop you will be left in the shadows, but you'll be standing in the light. Your success isn't just a dream. It's your destiny, and no one can take that away from you. So, step boldly into this next chapter of your life, knowing that you've earned every blessing coming your way. The people who doubted you will soon realize that they underestimated the wrong person. But by then, you'll be too far ahead for their opinions to matter. You're rising, and there's no limit to how high you can go. Keep going, keep shining, and never forget that the universe is working for you, always. Keep going, keep shining, and never forget that the universe is working for you, always. Your time has come. Keep rising, keep thriving. The winds have shifted, and the tides have turned. The battle you've been fighting is over. The victory is already yours. The weight you carried for so long, the doubts that whispered in the back of your mind, the voices that tried to convince you that you weren't enough, they no longer have power over you. You've broken free from the cycle of fear and limitation, and now you're stepping into a new era of abundance, clarity, and unstoppable momentum. This is the moment they dreaded. They didn't expect you to make it this far. They thought their words, their actions, their sabotage would be enough to break you. But they underestimated the fire within you. They didn't realize that every obstacle they placed in your path only sharpened your resilience. Every betrayal only refined your discernment, and every setback only fueled your determination. They thought they were writing your ending. Instead, they unknowingly set the stage for your greatest beginning. Now, the tables have turned. The same people who mocked your dreams will have no choice but to watch as you live them. The same ones who shut doors in your face will see new doors open for you effortlessly. And the ones who once dismissed your potential will witness the undeniable proof of your greatness. But here's the thing. You don't need their approval, their applause, or even their recognition. You've already won by simply refusing to let their negativity define your journey. Their opinions were never a measure of your worth, and their expectations were never a limit on your destiny. You are the storm they feared. You were never meant to fit in with the crowd. Your energy was always too strong, your vision too bold, your spirit too unbreakable for those who operate from a place of fear and small-mindedness. That's why they resisted you. That's why they tried to keep you from realizing who you truly are. But they can't stop what's already in motion. Your rise is inevitable. Your success is destined. And no force on this earth can keep you from what's meant for you. The same energy they used to try and hold you down will be the force that propels you higher. Their attempts to discredit you will only amplify your influence. The more they talk, the more they reveal their own insecurities. The more they plot, the more they entangle themselves in their own downfall. You don't have to do a thing. Just keep moving forward. The future you deserve is here. What's ahead of you is beyond anything you've imagined. The opportunities coming your way aren't just random. They are rewards for your persistence. The connections you're about to make, the breakthroughs you're about to experience, the doors that are about to open. This is your confirmation that you are on the right path. Everything that once seemed impossible is now within reach. The life you dreamed of is unfolding right before your eyes. the love, the joy, the peace, the success. It's all aligning in perfect timing. And the best part? This is only the beginning. So, keep walking with confidence. Keep believing in yourself. Keep trusting that the universe is working in your favor, because the same people who doubted you yesterday will soon be asking you how you did it. But by then, you won't have time to answer. You'll be too busy living the life they never thought you could have. The rise they can't stop, your unfolding greatness. Look around you. The energy has shifted. The weight you once carried, gone. The people who tried to block you, fading into the background. The struggles that once seemed impossible, now mere stepping stones on your path. This isn't a coincidence. This is divine alignment. You've spent years pushing through obstacles, navigating betrayals, and standing tall despite the storms that tried to break you. And now, the universe is clearing your way. You are entering a season where the resistance you once felt will be replaced with ease. Opportunities will flow effortlessly. Doors will open without force, and the very people who once doubted you will be left in awe. This is your season of receiving. The seeds you planted in faith, the ones you watered with patience, perseverance, and resilience, are finally blooming. The struggles that once made you question your purpose have only served to refine your strength. Every setback was a setup. Every delay was divine protection, and every loss was making space for something greater. They thought they could write your ending, but your story is just beginning. Your success is their fear, manifested. What you have to understand is this: some people never wanted to see you win, not because you aren't deserving, but because your success forces them to confront their own shortcomings. Your ambition, your resilience, your refusal to stay small. It exposes everything they lack within themselves. They hoped you would fail. They whispered doubts behind your back. They even tried to sabotage you. But here you are, standing stronger than ever. And now, they are witnessing something they never expected: your unstoppable rise. The power they once tried to take from you is now radiating from every part of your being. Your growth, your confidence, your achievements, it's all undeniable. They can no longer ignore you. They can no longer pretend you're not a force to be reckoned with. And that terrifies them. The shift is here. Are you ready? The universe is positioning you for elevation. But with elevation comes separation. Not everyone can go where you're headed. Not everyone deserves access to this next version of you. Some people thrived on your past struggles. They benefited from your self-doubt. They found comfort in your hesitation. But that version of you no longer exists. This new version of you, unapologetic, focused, fearless. You've outgrown the spaces that once confined you. You've leveled up in ways they never saw coming. You no longer chase, beg, or shrink yourself to make others comfortable. You walk in purpose, speak with confidence, and move with certainty. And that's what makes you unstoppable. This is your time. Your destiny is calling. The universe is opening doors no one can close. The very people who tried to block your blessings will watch as those blessings overflow in your life. They will have no choice but to sit back and witness the divine justice unfolding before them. And the best part? You don't have to say a word. Your success, your peace, and your continued growth will be the loudest response. Keep going. The best is yet to come. You've already proven that nothing can break you. Now, it's time to prove that nothing can stop you. The life you've been manifesting? It's here. The abundance you deserve? It's flowing. The peace you've prayed for, it's yours. You've stepped into a chapter where everything starts aligning in your favor, where your work is recognized, your value is appreciated, and your presence is undeniable. So keep moving forward. Keep believing in yourself. Keep trusting that every single thing is happening for you, not to you. Because the truth is, you were never meant to blend in. You were born to stand out. And nothing can stop what's already destined. The awakening, you are the force they feared. Do you feel it? The shift happening inside you. The energy rising, the doubt dissolving, the confidence solidifying. This isn't just growth. This is transformation. You are no longer who you used to be. The person who questioned their worth, who second-guessed their decisions, who allowed fear to dictate their choices. They no longer exist. What remains is a force so powerful, so undeniable, that nothing and no one can stand in your way. The same people who once dismissed you are now unsettled. They don't recognize this version of you, the one who refuses to dim their light, the one who walks with unshakable certainty, the one who no longer seeks validation from those who never had your best interests at heart. And that is their greatest nightmare. The power you carry is unmatched. They never wanted you to realize just how powerful you truly are. They needed you to doubt yourself, to second-guess your decisions, to feel unworthy of success. Why? Because once you step into your full power, you become untouchable. They knew that if you ever recognized your potential, you would rise beyond their control. They couldn't afford for you to see your own greatness, because that would mean the end of their influence over you. But it's too late now. You have awakened. And now, they can do nothing but watch as you ascend beyond their reach. Your presence is a disruption. Understand this. Your mere existence disrupts the comfort of those who live in mediocrity. Your ambition is a challenge to their complacency. Your success is a mirror reflecting everything they failed to pursue. That's why they resist you. That's why they talk behind your back. That's why they try to undermine you. But what they don't realize is that nothing can dim a light that was meant to shine. The more they push against you, the stronger you become. The more they try to hold you back, the faster you move forward. Every ounce of negativity they send your way is fuel for your elevation. They will watch you rise, not because you seek revenge, but because your growth is a direct result of their failed attempts to stop you. This is your time. Claim it. No more playing small. No more waiting for permission. No more seeking approval from those who never believed in you. You are walking into a chapter of limitless abundance, unstoppable success, and undeniable greatness. Everything you once thought was out of reach is now within your grasp. The blessings that were delayed are arriving in divine timing. The doors that were once locked are swinging wide open. The breaking point, why they feared you. All along, you were never meant to fit in. From the very beginning, there was something different about you. Something they couldn't understand, something they couldn't control, something that made them uneasy even when you had done nothing to provoke them. It was your presence, your energy, your sheer existence that rattled them to their core. They sensed it before you even realized it yourself. You see, some people go through life never questioning, never growing, never stepping beyond the limitations that were placed on them. But you were never meant for mediocrity. You were never meant to simply exist. You were meant to disrupt, to challenge, to rise beyond expectations. And that terrified them. They didn't want you to wake up. They didn't want you to recognize the power inside you. Because the moment you did, they knew it would be over for them. No longer could they manipulate you. No longer could they keep you in a space where they felt comfortable. No longer could they control the narrative. And now, their worst nightmare has come true. You've awakened. The version of you that once sought their validation, gone. The version of you that second-guessed your every move doesn't exist anymore. The version of you that allowed their words to define your worth, buried in the past. What remains is a force they can't touch, a presence they can't ignore, a person they never expected you to become. And the best part, you did it without them. You grew despite their opposition. You thrived despite their sabotage. You succeeded in ways they swore you never would. And now, they have no choice but to watch. The tables have turned. Now they must face themselves. Do you notice how their energy has changed? How the same people who once belittled you, doubted you, and cast you aside are suddenly curious, watching from the sidelines, lingering in the shadows, hoping for a way back in? It's not because they've suddenly developed a conscience. It's because they are realizing the truth. They lost access to something they never truly valued. You were their source of inspiration, their silent competitor, their unspoken motivation. They fed off your energy, but instead of appreciating you, they tried to destroy you. Instead of supporting you, they secretly envied you. And now that you have risen, now that you have removed yourself from their reach, they are left with nothing but the reflection of who they truly are. Because here's what they never saw coming. You were the blessing. You were the one bringing light into their dark world. You were the one adding value to their empty spaces. You were the one elevating the energy around them. And without you, they are left with nothing but themselves. And that is the one thing they were never prepared to face. It's why they tried so hard to keep you down. It's why they tried to plant seeds of doubt in your mind. It's why they worked so hard to make you question yourself. Because the moment you realized you didn't need them, the moment you recognized your own power, they lost theirs over you. And now, as they watch you thrive, as they see you embrace the success they swore you'd never have, they are left with only one thought: they were wrong. The universe is rewarding you. This is just the beginning. What's happening in your life right now is not an accident. The doors that are opening, the opportunities that are appearing, the blessings that are flowing, it's all part of the divine plan that was set in motion the moment you chose to step into your true power. You endured the struggles. You walked through the fire. You faced every battle head on. And now you are reaping the rewards of your perseverance. You didn't give up when things got hard. You didn't let the betrayal break you. You didn't allow the negativity to consume you. Instead, you kept going, kept believing, kept fighting for the life you knew you deserved. And because of that, the universe is aligning everything in your favor. But let me tell you something. This is only the beginning. What's coming next is even greater than what you've already received. The success you're experiencing now, just a preview. The blessings that are arriving, just a taste of what's ahead. The abundance flowing into your life, a mere fraction of what's being prepared for you. Because you didn't just survive, you transformed. And now, you are attracting everything that aligns with the highest version of yourself. The opportunities that once seemed out of reach are now finding their way to you effortlessly. The connections you once dreamed of are becoming a reality. The vision you held in your heart for so long is finally materializing before your eyes. And the best part? There is no limit to how high you can go. Your presence is a statement. Keep moving forward. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. You don't need to justify your success.